What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out here with Braden and Porter and Rip, and we are setting up trail cameras for elk season this year. I was fortunate enough to get offered a trail cam from a company called GardePro, and they sent me this trail camera. It's a GardePro A60, and we'll just show you a little bit about her. Came in this nice beautiful box. We got instructions. We got a power. I think this is like it's a cable to, you know, download straight from the camera to the computer. But here's our camera, guys. It is a nice little compact. Open her up. Little screen inside. Very easy. I'll just say this. Just at home, all I've done to it so far is put batteries in it, which it takes 8 AA batteries. So far, all I've done is just make sure it works. Turned it on, all that stuff at home, set it up just to see how easy it was. And at home, I never even looked at the instructions. It was very self-explanatory how to work it and all that. So we're gonna go set it up, hopefully get some pictures of some elk and see what the quality is. And really, I want to see also how long the battery life lasts. So we're gonna give it we're gonna set these up and let them soak for about 2 weeks. And then, yeah, we'll see. Alright, y'all. Well, I think we found our spot. A lot of elk sign. We saw lots of elk poop and trails and all that through here. Actually, the tree I have the camera set up on, there's a nice little rub on it. I think it's a buck rub, but nice little creek. There's a creek that runs right behind us over here. And then this area where we're sitting right here, all out in here, looks like a bedding area. Nice flat spot. Everything's kind of matted down. So anyway, we're going to find a tree in here to set this camera up on. We're going to put it on this tree right here, and we're going to face it this way. So like where Braden is going to face, the camera's going to face off this way. There's actually a trail that runs right through here in front of this tree right here. There's a little trail that goes that way. And then coming off where this log is across the ground there's a trail that comes off this way, which I like. One of the things I like to look for, not only is there this nice because looks like a bedding area. I could be wrong, but it just definitely looks like a bedding area. But one of the things I like when I'm setting up my cameras is where two or more trails come together and make one. So that trail that goes that way, this one here, and they both head that way. So we'll set the camera up on here, face it back this way, and basically that trail where the two trails join is where this snag is, basically where that snag is on that tree, and it goes that way. Another tip, guys, for you, if you're new to trail cameras and setting them up, always set them up facing north if you can. If you can face them north, you won't get false triggers and stuff like that. If the trail cam is facing south, when the sun comes up in the morning, it's going to be shining. Like right now, the sun is over here. So if I had the camera facing this way, as those sun rays hit the camera sensor and stuff, they'll trigger it sometimes. You'll get false triggers. So if you face it away from the sun, with the sun at your back facing the other way, it's better. So north, always try, if you can, to face your camera north. So basically, it's pretty simple. Just got this big strap that goes on it, which I like. I like this strap because you can use really big trees. The other trail cameras that I've used in the past, you have to use a certain diameter tree because all the other ones I've used, they don't have the strap. They have a bungee cord, and it's not a huge bungee, so you can only use a certain diameter. I can't stick it around any tree, but I can stick it around quite a large tree. Basically what we do here, I'm going to get this strap, just run her through the back here. Run her through. Boop. And then we'll put it on this tree. Just pinch this little, there's a little tab right here that you just pinch down. And then run it through. Cinch her down. And then you could, I guess, tuck this in here if you wanted to, so it's not like hanging around. And then there's our camera. One of the things you want to do is kind of just make sure, like when you're looking at it, that it's going to be facing, or that it's going to be at the right height. So our main, there's going to be deer, I'm sure, that come in through here. Based off that, I'm pretty sure that's a buck rub over there. There will be deer, but deer are only about, you know, they're about waist high. So I want that camera maybe a little above my waist, which it is sitting, you know, it's sitting, I don't know, 6 inches above my waist. And where it's shooting, when it shoots down here, that's all, that's a slight downhill angle. So the elk and stuff, anything that comes down and through here, we should get, just looking at it. Right, Rip? Yeah, so always kind of like get down like to a deer's, I always kind of put my head down towards like the height I think a deer is, and then see, am I looking at the lens? If I'm looking at the lens at about a deer's body height, then we should be good. And all is well that ends well. Okay, so let's just go into the, set this bad boy up now. So this is pretty cool, it just opens up. Really self-explanatory screen here, has the menu. On off, which I like. The other cameras I've ran in the past, they don't have an on off switch. So if I put it in my backpack, I have to take a battery out just so the on off switch doesn't get hit, because the on off on my other trail cameras is on the outside of the camera, which is kind of a funky design. So if I have it in my backpack, it can turn on. So I always have to take a battery out. Anyway, I like that this one is enclosed, so I don't really have to worry about that, but then it has the on off switch. So we're just gonna flip that on. There you go, it's coming on. Tells us what we're in. We're in picture mode right now. I don't know if you can see that. It's in picture. I'm actually gonna run this on video mode. So to go to video mode, you just hit this up arrow, and now it's changed it from that was a camera, like a picture, now it's a video. And then we just hit start. Start prepping. Motion detection in 28 seconds gives you a countdown. So basically it gives you a little bit of time to get yourself out of the way, you know, to set it up and get out of the way, which I like. Now I'm always going to do a little bit of testing and making sure that it works. So we'll give it 30 seconds, and then I'm going to walk through and then just kind of verify that it worked. What I don't want to do is like set it up, think that it's good, and then just leave, because if I did something wrong and then we just leave here and the camera's not taking pictures, then we waste 2 weeks of soaking and whatever. So anyway, I think that's been about 30. So let's do the old like a Sasquatch walkthrough here, like, none of that should take a video. Let's just check it and see if we got those videos. Just open her up, go here, and to check it, you hit the start again. Turns itself back on. And then to do playback, you hit OK. And there you go. We have 2 videos of my beautiful self. And then if we want to watch them, it tells you right here to hit play, which is this right thing. It's playing. And that got us coming in. Looks like I didn't give it enough time on the when I re-triggered it coming through. So the first video, here's the first video. Got us walking around. All right, so it caught us, and what I like is I can see where we're looking, and we're looking right at that stump. So any animals that do come through here, we should get. All right, we just shut it up. Shut it here. There we go. All good. And now we're just gonna let it soak for, like I said, 2 weeks. We'll give it 2 weeks in this area. Hopefully we get some great shots, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. Well, y'all, it has been 2 weeks. Me and the boys are back up here, going to get these trail cams. Hopefully there's something on them, but you never know. You know what I mean? I've done it before where you think you're in a good spot, and then there's you get nothing but yourself. Or you get a bunch of pictures of like a fern blowing back and forth. That always sucks, but hopefully there's something. We did set up 2 cameras. I don't know that I showed you guys setting up the second camera, but we did set up a second camera, but it's not one that GardePro sent me. It's just one that I already had. So anyway, we'll check them both, and maybe one of them has, well, hopefully both of them have animals on them. Should be coming up on it. It's over here somewhere. All right, guys, coming up on the first camera. Whoa, right where we left her. Right by the creek. All right, let's see if this one got any pictures.
Our original one had like...
Oh, no, I can guarantee you it's going to have a fern. Look at this fern right here. Oh, that's annoying. Dang it. Maybe a Sasquatch put that there. Oh, only has 4 pictures, so this one, that's not a good sign, guys. I think 2 of them are me. 2 me, probably 1 from the fur, and us coming in. Dang it, that's a bummer. Let's look. All right, guys, for this camera, unlike the GardePro, it doesn't have a viewing screen on it, so I have to use an adapter to view off this one, which is one of the features I already like about that GardePro, is it's got a viewing screen, so you don't have to get yourself an extra adapter to see what kind of pictures you got. But we will see here if it'll even work. Sometimes I have problems with this adapter, like even getting it to pull up and work, and then I have to wait till I get home to see what I got. It's not popping up, boys and girls. I can't get it to pull up right now. Dang it. Okay, at least the GardePro has a viewing screen, so we'll be able to see. But this one there was only 4 pictures on the camera. At least 2 of them were me. Actually, probably 3 of them were me. So, if any, and then there was a fern in front of it. So I'm pretty sure there's not really much on this camera anyway. But at least this one was by a nice stream. Nice stream. And the reason I put this one actually here was because there's elk poop like all over. So there's elk poop right here from when we were here last. There's a bunch of that all like down this and up this way. So I thought, well, they clearly came down this trail. So I set it there, but doesn't seem like we got anything on that one. Bummer. On to the next. Alrighty. Where'd my walking stick go? Ah, right there. All right, walking stick. Check. Check this big blowdown. Big old tree knocked over. Check this out. It's a great spot, guys. If you needed to get out of the shelter, out of the rain, it's a great spot. You could sleep here. You can build a fire over here. Anyway, we're not surviving. At least hopefully not today. Right? I don't want to have to sleep up here tonight, but I will if I have to.
We don't even have a lighter.
I always bring a lighter.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me join in.
Join in there, boys. Nice, isn't it? Yeah. We could all 3 fit there. Rip, you have to sleep outside, though. Rip has to sleep outside if we stay.
No.
We're getting closer to our second camera, and there is a fresh, I wouldn't say fresh, but fairly fresh elk droppings right there, like within days. So that's good, and it's closer to our camera that's down here, so maybe we got something. There's the tree. You see that tree? That weird broken tree?
Okay.
Right there on this tree right here. Right where Rip is. Rip, anything on it? Hopefully it's a million pictures. A spider on it. Ooh, creepy crawly. Nice, knocked him off. I did not want to touch it. Should have a picture of my nice belly on it. It's on. Let's see here. How do I do this again? We go playback. Anything? There's me, 8 photos. Okay, nice. So let's see. Me. I don't know what that is. Same day though, so it must be me. Dang it, boys. Nothing.
We got nothing.
Nothing. Just me.
Sorry, everyone.
Oh, it's all right. A 2-week soak honestly is not the longest of soaks, but turnaround time just to get the video out and stuff. I didn't want to be soaking it for months, but we did get photos of myself, so I'll put those up just so you guys can see like video quality. One thing I wanted to look at as well is our battery life. So 2-week battery life, we do have a full battery still, which again, 2 weeks is not a ton of time, so it should have a full battery in my opinion. So that's good. I know it's working because the last video is of me coming in to check the camera. It's today, 4/13. So I know it was working. Just no animals came through. I'll tell you this much. If I was going to hunt this area, it is not going to be here because even though 2 weeks isn't a long time to let this soak, if there was a high number of animals in this area, we would have got at least one animal coming through in that 2 weeks. So if you guys are interested in getting this camera, you can save 15% by using the discount code below. I'll also put the discount code in the description box. You guys will have it there. So yeah, if you're interested in getting this camera, they have all kinds of cameras though. They have like the cellular ones, and they have all types of different ones. So go check them out. And yeah, if you're in the market for a new camera and want to save a little money, check them out. Can you guys believe we didn't get one animal on the camera?
Yeah, I can.
You can? You didn't think it was happening?
I wasn't sure.
What kind of drink you got?
Dude, perfect.
Dude Perfect. Didn't even know Dude Perfect made drinks. They're amazing. All right, boys, let's do it. Let's hike out. That's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys liked it. We're going to hike on out of here, but we'll do it again.
There's another one. Oh, there's another one. Good. Where are you going, UFO? Where's the UFO? It's just a bug that looks like a UFO. It looks like it's flying.
UFO is just an unidentified flying.